Sup shitters, members Logan aka Spiderhands, and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're checking out a new track by the artist named JRtheBand titled Stray Dog. And without further ado, we're going to switch over to here and we're just going to full screen it and get right into it. Got ourselves a YouTube video, nice. Hang on, let me just check this is in 1080p. Oh, it's in 1440p, nice. Hey, I know you guys might not see this very well, but I love the fact that they've rendered this in 1440p. You've got props for me, dude. I use a 1440p monitor. Gorgeous. Oh, that distortion, dude. Hey, that's a lovely mixing disc there. Using Pro Tools. Oh, and that acoustic guitar tone is gorgeous. Oh wow, his voice is angelic, isn't it? The mix is so nice and tight and professional sounding. The guy's voice he's got such a beautiful timbre to it, man. It's a stunning way to start a track. To have these instruments come in their various parts and have them sort of separated in a way that sort of introduces them. I know it's been done plenty of times before, but it doesn't make it any less effective. Really great first impression. Damn, glad to hear the drummer as well have some leeway to play his fills and stuff in there, you know? Oh, we've got a bridge right now, right? He's got a very free-flowing kind of vocal rhythm to it. Like he's taking his own kind of groove with it, like separated from like the main kicks and snares and stuff like that, and it's sort of helping himself to stand out by not gelling with the rest of the instruments as much as you might expect. And I think that's kind of unique. Usually you hear people go da 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 da, but he's going da 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 da, like he's going on the offbeat or something like that. And I think that's really great. Okay. Yeah, is this a chorus? Or is this an interlude? I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out which part is which. I'm just gonna go with that part before this being the chorus. There'd been like a verse, chorus structure without a bridge, and then this is like the interlude or something. I'm assuming there's a guitar solo in this, given how that electric guitar was sort of accented at the beginning with that opening chord. I'm assuming there's a guitar solo in this. I love that distorted tone on that lead. It's fantastic. This country rock is pretty dope. I don't listen to a lot of it, but it's nice to hear it when I get a chance to review it. Oh, slide. Come on home, Rover. Yeah, I can't get over how much freedom like the lead guitar and the drums have in this track. Often for a single, I've found that the vocals have been the main point, and there's been like a little tiny solo, or the solo has been around behind the vocals. Kind of sad, because like it's kind of nice to hear each of the instrumentalists have their time to shine. It's very rare that you do get a bass solo. They're obviously welcome, but at least like a little guitar solo. But you know, hearing these. That drummer's just got so much real estate to like play around and do his own thing. I think that's really cool, especially because the drummer is obviously incredibly competent. I think it was a smart decision for them to have the slide guitar behind the vocals to not have a competing melody. I think it's great to have his own section here. This is a lot to fit in the space of a song, and now I am unsurprised by the fact that they didn't actually put a bridge in. Really clever songwriting. Cool, and they're riffing off the main kind of vocal theme, which is exactly what you kind of need to do. You know, the lead guitar kind of has to pay homage to the vocals in a certain respect, lest they kind of seem like they just don't give a crap about any other part of the music. Alright, gorgeous. That was a really short... Is that a heartbeat? Was that a heartbeat? So like, I'm guessing that, I feel like I'm incredibly naive, right? Because I'm like, Stray Dog. The song, the title is suggesting that it's about a dog. But with the heartbeats and stuff like that, I could say that it's potentially about someone who is lost and trying to find their way through life, and they're not really sure what's going on, and people are saying, come back, you know, come back, Rover, it's all good. For me as a music reviewer, and I've gotten criticized in this in the past, I listen to these songs as like a first listen basis. I try not to listen to these songs beforehand, because otherwise I think it ruins the effect of the first impression. So I don't always get what the song is about on the first take. I'm gonna just go back through another verse and make sure I haven't missed anything, alright? So it seems like to me it's the kind of situation where the person's made a few mistakes and they're really not sure where they're going with their life, and they're not sure if they can actually return to where they were before because of the mistakes they've made. But at the end of the song, it's like, nah, come on, it's okay. You can still kind of make up for it now. You don't have to be in exile for the rest of your life. That's my interpretation of what the song is about. I think that everything involved with the song was pretty pristine and spot on. The instrumentation, the vocal performance, in fact, everyone's performance in this band was pretty spot on. Very unique sounding sort of vocals. I haven't listened to a vocalist like that in quite a while. I think he's got a really beautiful voice, and he's obviously he's obviously been doing it for a while. The guitarist, man, he could shred. It was dope. And the bassists and drummers were keeping their own as well. And the mixing and mastering was pretty spot on as well. Like, you kind of need this in a single. But 3 minutes is an incredibly short amount of time for a piece of for a song, right? But for a single nowadays, 3 minutes is actually quite long. I listened to a lot of 2.5 minute ones. And they've put in, I think, the right amount of stuff to really keep it sounding fresh and giving enough of their own vibe to the spin on the music for people to understand what that's really about. So I've got no complaints about it. I think that the message of the song was really pure and wholesome, and I think that overall it was a very authentic country rock kind of experience. So thanks for checking out my review of JRtheBand Stray Dog. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please check out their various social medias. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember also to support your local musicians and artists at the point in time, as you need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on. I'll catch you next review. Spider hands out.